good morning, business builders. I hope you liked my new intro there. So I'm coming to you from week 3, term 3 here in the Lifestyle Business Builder. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, this is a weekly live that I do inside our Lifestyle Business Builder program, which is our mastermind, where we help people design their dream life and build their dream business. Now, I had a couple of issues with my mic yesterday, and I see we have some people here live watching. So Lucy, Joe, Michelle, good morning. Give me a thumbs up if you can actually hear me okay. And I got a love heart, which I'm taking as a good sign. Lucy, I've got your question here as well, so I'm going to jump straight to that in just a moment. But for those of you that are watching, I share this out to YouTube as well, but really it's in our closed business builder mastermind. But if you are watching on YouTube and wonder what we do here at the 7 Effect, essentially we help people create more freedom in their life by sorting their life out around the 7 elements of life, by stepping up as a leader and doing what you love for a living, and by building your dream business. And we do that. We support people really on the journey of that in our main program, which is the Lifestyle Business Builder. Our students are smashing it. We have an amazing community, and I'm really thrilled to have so many of you here this morning watching with me. Oh, wow, look how many there are. This is great. Now, let me just go straight to the questions. Close that off, Jody. Bring up the chat. Okay, Lucy, how are you? So here's your question. Hi, Jody. I've been hitting my upper limit again and again, getting lots of momentum, really enjoying the biz work and the then bam avoidance. What tips do you have around recognizing the upper limit and then pushing past the growth zone without sinking to overwhelm? Great question, Lucy. Now, there is actually a book. I don't know if you've heard about this book yet, but it talks specifically about that. I'll have to get my phone. Bear with me for a sec, Lucy, because it's on my Audible and I can't remember the name of it. My phone's just over there. Give me one sec. So, what is the book called? It's a really good book. And when it comes to upper limits, I mean, the reality is who gets to set the upper limit, Lucy? You. And what is your upper limit more specifically? So obviously you've done NLP and you understand how that works. We can use some strategies around that, and I'll give you something more specific in just a moment. But let me find the book, because it is a good one. I've got a lot of books here to sift through. Must be further back. Okay. Where is it? But basically in this book, he talks about the upper limits and moving into the genius zone. I've just scrolled through here and I can't seem to see it. But leave it with me, Lucy, and I will get the name of the book because it's a good book. And I'm sorry, I can't see it in my list. I know that I've got it, but I might need to just think through that clearly. Yeah, not there. Anyway, let's talk about upper limits. What tips do we have without getting overwhelmed? So I would say let's look at where you've succeeded really well in the past. So you loved the case study where we literally had one task at a time. Some people are very big picture and they're inspired by this big, hairy, audacious goal. And that's me. I love a good challenge. And I find small things and detail a little uninspiring personally, but that's not right or wrong. That doesn't mean that I'm better or worse than anyone. But other people are much more motivated by small milestones and chunks. And based on your response from the case study program, I think you really loved and worked incredibly well in just those weekly milestones. So my advice, Lucy, would be to, number one, ask some questions around your upper limit and what that really is. You know, what is it that you are bumping up a bit against? Do some meditation and maybe some self NLP on that. But number two, and jump on a call with Tony on the monthly NLP calls with Tony. But number two, Lucy, I would say, what are some simple tasks or milestones that you can set yourself each week? So let's not worry about the month, let's not worry about the year, but let's go right down to the week. And you find your day. So Swan, who's one of our accredited coaches in training, is a pro planner, and she's the time guru. She runs like 3 businesses and 2 kids, and she's got a lot of stuff going on, joint ventures, property developments, you name it. So Swan's amazing, and she has this Sunday planning system where every Sunday she'll just map out what she needs to do for the week ahead. So I would recommend, Lucy, that you find a time in your diary and you pick just 1 or 2 small goals that you want to achieve that week that are linked to the bigger goal that you want to achieve in your business. And I would say just keep setting yourself those weekly tasks and feel the rewards of having the small things achieved. There's nothing that motivates the human spirit more than a sense of progress. So when you're feeling progress every single week, your comfort zone, your ability to achieve bigger things, your desire to take on even more audacious goals will continue to stretch. So that would be my top tip for that. Break it down, eat the elephant one bite at a time. And look, I'm sorry there's no magical pill for this or anything, but the reality is when you start to do things consistently, then that starts to become the new habit. And really look on the things that you have achieved already incredibly well, because there are so many things, if you look at the fears and the upper limits, as we say, that you've already broken through in this program in the last 12 months, there's a lot of them. There's a couple that I know you are still resisting around, and I'm a big believer in whatever you are resisting is the thing to lean into, because that is the keystone. You know, when we have an arch and there's that keystone, the thing that holds it all together at the top, the keystone to your success is going to be the thing that you are avoiding doing right at the top of that arch. And for us, we know, well, for you, we know that's getting out there and actually building relationships with people, meeting people face to face. Do that. Every time you have done that, you get some good results, you meet some beautiful people, and you even transfer them into amazing clients. So that's it. Set yourself a task and just do the action every single week. Meet 1 new person a week who you could talk to about your business and what you do. Another top tip, and this is more of a general one really that I would have, is if you are struggling in business on your own, find a joint venture or a partner. You know, when we first launched the 7 Effect, many of you would know that we partnered up with the Australian Institute of Management, we partnered up with a training company called DDLS, and we partnered up with a local government industry body, LG Professionals. Now, those 3 partnerships were amazing, and they literally catapulted us into building a big community. They weren't our main moneymaker. Our main moneymaker was our high-value corporate partnership, but they did help us go from 0 in our community to several hundred, then to several thousand. And they also got us some clients who we are still working with today. In fact, one of those partnerships did lead to us meeting one of our corporate partners as well. So I would recommend, if you are struggling on your own in business, find someone, preferably an organization who has already a large range of your target audience, and create a partnership with them. In Lifestyle Business Builder, we have an entire module on that. It's called the community section, or it's the community module in the original LBB program. So hopefully that helps, Lucy. And as well, plug in, jump on the calls each week, jump on the NLP session with Tony each month, and just keep making those milestones. Do your posts every single week on the Monday, where we do the Monday, the Wednesday, and the Friday for accountability. Just that simple discipline can be quite profound. Hopefully that helps. Hey, Joe, great to have you here. By the way, everyone, newbie in the house, the amazing personal stylist, Joe Puplet, has literally just joined the Lifestyle Business Builder. Joe's been to our boot camps. Joe did the Speakers Masterclass with me just recently, and I am super excited that she is now a member here in the Lifestyle Business Builder. So, Joe, warm welcome into the group coming your way later today. We've also got Michelle Jules Parson. Good morning, Michelle. Great to see you here as always. And look at this. We've got Adair back in the house. Hey, Adair, how are you? Great to see you here. And of course, look who else is here. She's always here, Suzanne Ingleton. Fantastic. Now, folks, remember to post your questions if you're watching live. Lucy's got another question as well. Thank you, Lucy. I love the questions. Also, can you schedule videos on later? Oh, that's a great question, and one this is taking up too much space. Let's move you down there. That's a great question, Lucy, and one I actually don't know the answer to. For those of you that don't know what later is, it's kind of like Hootsuite or Buffer. It's a scheduling tool, so you can pre-schedule all your posts for social media, and then it will just post them out accordingly. Can we post videos on those? That'd be a question to ask either Google or the later support. Go into their chat, or let's put it out to the group. If anyone's using later, let us know. Lucy says, I haven't looked into it too much, but I've been doing it on my PC, and then last week was at Mum's house and didn't have my PC and didn't schedule any posts, probably also related to upper limits. Well, I don't know, Lucy. I don't think that not scheduling posts is necessarily related to upper limits. I think sometimes we just drop the ball every now and then. And the beautiful thing about dropping the ball is wherever you dropped it, it lands and you just pick it up. Like just literally pick that ball up. The other thing that we don't want to do, and this is not just to Lucy, but to everyone who is trying to build a business, the number one barrier you are going to bump up against is you. You are your biggest problem. But here's the beautiful thing about that. If you are the biggest problem, then you are also the greatest solution. So one of the things that I recommend people don't do is create a lot of meaning around their stuff. Years ago, I saw a post from Tony Robbins, and he talked about the fact that when people obsess about themselves and why they're like they are and what's going on, they create a lot of issues, a lot of problems within themselves. So obsessing or even trying to create meaning about who you are, why you are, what your limits are, what you're capable of, what your beliefs are, can actually be quite disruptive to your success. One of the things that I recommend is actually put your focus wholly and solely on your purpose, your mission, your clients' outcomes, and remove yourself from the center of the universe. When people are struggling, and I'm not talking to you now, Lucy, but I'm talking in general. When people are struggling with things like depression and anxiety, the thing they're usually thinking about the most is themselves. Why am I like this? Why am I having these feelings? Why is my life so hard? What is going on inside me? And trust me, I know because I've coached so many people in that space. And as a coach, my job is to unpack the internal dialogue of people who are struggling. And I can tell you there's a consistent theme that comes up and up again. When people are stuck, they're usually obsessing about, why am I like this? Why have I got these limits? Why can't I achieve this success? So we go right back to good old Noah St. John, who I talked about last week from the book, The Secret Code of Success. And we can do some affirmations, which I talked about last week as well. Or we can forget about obsessing about ourselves and just get really focused on what you do and who you help achieve what specific result. Make that your obsession and recognize that if it's possible in the world, it's possible for you. I love that NLP presupposition. So, biggest thing that's going to get in your way for everyone in business is yourself. Be the solution, not the problem. All right, Michelle Jules Parson, thank you for your question. I find weekly task setting, your comment more. I find weekly task setting more recently for me, Lucy Butler, is very helpful in eliminating overwhelm. It is absolutely brilliant at eliminating overwhelm. I very easily become overwhelmed, especially when I'm flat out with services. Yes, you have in the past, Michelle. And the beautiful thing is, you also have created an amazing haven to retreat from the overwhelm. And you know what? Give yourself credit, everybody, where credit's due on your progress. Like working with you, Michelle, it's been fantastic to see the fear and the overwhelm start to dissolve. And the more you become focused on goals, the more you become focused on your beautiful environment with Rick, the more you become focused on the work that you do, which you've always been very focused on, the less overwhelm seems to be around. Oh, yes, Adair, it is The Big Leap. This is the book that I was looking for. I don't know why it didn't show up in my Audible list. It's Gay Hendricks' The Big Leap, Lucy. If you haven't listened to that, it's a great book all about that. And it talks about breaking through those glass ceilings. And there's even some activities in that book that may be beneficial for you. Mwah! Thank you, Adair. You're a lifesaver. Oh, my goodness. I just couldn't get it, could I? Good morning, Sue Giacobi. Great to have you here as well. And what else? Loving your style, Joe. We all love Joe's style. She's amazing. By the way, if you are a woman and you are 40 plus and you want to find your wow factor, Joe Puplet has created a free group on as part of her Goals Club. She's part of the Goals Club as well as one of her actions for this month. But she's created a free group on Facebook, and she's going to be sharing with us a whole bunch of style tips and tricks. I'm also enrolled in Joe's private program, the Style Journey Ultimate program, where I'm going to find my wow factor. So tune in, because as I go on that journey with Joe, I'm going to be doing some live updates and sharing my extreme makeover. So super excited about what's to come. And I would say on that, let me share another top tip with you in business. So here we are in the Lifestyle Business Builder, and all of you that know me, who have me as your coach, would know that the number one thing we talk about here at the 7 Effect in terms of building a business is having a business that gives you the freedom you desire to live the life of your dreams. A lot of people get into business and they create a beast that literally consumes them alive and leaves them with a very low pay, working very long hours. So we are not about that here at the Lifestyle Business Builder and at the 7 Effect. We are very much about designing your dream life first and then building the business around that dream life. So one of the things that I would say is, if you're feeling a little stuck, or if you're feeling a little exhausted like Suzanne was a few weeks ago, because she's got so many clients booking in, but she just needed a break for herself, is be really, really clear on what your business is designed to give you. Is it freedom? Is it significance? Is it a particular type of lifestyle? Is it more time with your family and friends? Do not let your business or the operations of running and growing and building your business take away the things that you designed it to give you in the first place. And I speak from personal experience. Now, every now and then, we need to roll up our sleeves and we need to muck in. But I would say, if you haven't checked in with yourself for a while and really sat down and said, why did I create this business in the first place? What is it that I want this business to give me? Then maybe it's time to sit down with a pen and some paper and a beautiful cup of tea and really ask yourself, what is this business designed to give you and your family or your career, whatever it might be? And when we reconnect with that, it can be very renewing. It can give us a whole sense of new energy. And if you get stuck with that, by all means, jump on a coaching call with me and let's really unpack that, because it's a very nice thing to have right there at the forefront. And, it's interesting. You guys would have heard me talk about Clint Adams, the founder and director at WaterPro. So he's one of my clients. He's got a $10 million business, and he's a wizard at pushing through boundaries in business, thinking big, and I'm working with him to create $1 billion plan. So normally we work on a 6-figure plan, and he's come to me for some coaching around business and lifestyle, and he's said, all right, we're going to go for the $100 million because he's at 10 million already. And then we had a couple of sessions, and he said, you know what, stuff it, Jody, let's go $1 billion and just see what it would take to get there. So anyway, Clint and I have a lot of fun working together. We're very similar personality types. But the thing is, we were chatting just yesterday, because next year, 2021, we're actually going to launch a really exciting new program, like a 7-figure or millionaire club, where 10 people will come on a journey with Clint and I for 10 months, a bit like our original Ultimate Goals Club, but it's really for people who are at that 6-figure mark and want to scale to 7 figures. It's kind of like Black Belt's version of the boardroom. And so Clint and I are talking about this program and what we each bring to the party. And I was saying, a big thing that I'm about, Clint, is lifestyle as well. I don't want to become a workaholic. I don't want to be addicted to business. And this is a really important thing. And he's very much like still in that space. Now, business is everything. Business is my life. I'm on all the time. I'm happy to be addicted. And I said, okay, this is good. Then we will be a nice balance, because he pushes a lot harder than I do to drive growth. And he's done some really smart and incredible things to literally dominate in his industry. But he's also sacrificed his health in many ways, and he would love to be more present for his family. So it's a nice thing to recognize, where am I and what am I doing all this for? And what is the ideal goal that I'm working towards? Is it more integration between life and business? Is it more freedom? Is it more family time? And I would say, again, I'm loving partnering up with Clint. I love coaching him as a person, because he's inspiring and fun, and he's got a lot of great ideas. But the idea of doing some joint ventures with him in the new year is really exciting, because he can bring to the table a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have. And he's excited because I bring to the table a whole bunch of stuff that he doesn't have. He's never built a coaching or consulting business. He's got no freaking idea how to do it. And that's his big goal of what he wants to do next. So, yeah, partnering up is a really great top tip for this week. Find a JV if you're feeling lost and lonely. Eat the elephant one bite at a time. If you're feeling a sense of overwhelm, weekly tasks. Remember, in the Lifestyle Business Builder, every Monday we invite you to share what you're doing for the week. Every Wednesday we have a post where we say, wake up Wednesday, check in, what have you got done? And every Friday we ask you to close it out with Finito Friday and celebrate your wins. That is a system that is just there for you in the Lifestyle Business Builder. Plug into it, make the commitment to actually post on those things and feel yourself gaining momentum. And what do we got here? Love that, Jody. I am my biggest problem. Yes, you are your biggest problem, Sue, but boom, you are also your biggest solution. I am so glad that you loved that as well. It really is empowering, I think, to be the problem. When people fall below the line, they start to blame, they make excuses, they live in denial. It's a classic, I'm below the line, I'm in bed. We have that coaching tool in our coaches kit in the LBB. But as soon as you actually say, it's not their fault, it's mine, it's not beyond me, it's within me, things start to change dramatically. So Adair says, oh my God, affirmations are really ringing bells for me. Noah St. John is brilliant. He totally is. Marianne introduced me to him. I've read the book. Yes, read for us usually means inaudible and going back for seconds. By the way, Adair, check out Suzanne Ingleton found a copy of it where you can get a PDF version of it. So she's posted in the Business Builder a link to that as well. So if you want to see the charts and the diagrams, if there is any, I've read it like you have, check in the Lifestyle Business Builder, find that by Suzanne. Anyone else keep dropping out or lagging? Okay, hopefully, sorry, I didn't see that when it came up. Sue says, hello, beautiful Dare, you've been on my mind. Michelle says, it's okay. I think it's our shitty internet. I'm off Wi-Fi now. I'm good. Great. Sorry you got shitty internet there, Michelle. All right. I feel like I haven't even had a coffee this morning. But you know what? This year, I've really gone all in on my health. I'm doing so many different things. I'm doing lots of walks. Yesterday, I got 17,000 steps. On Sunday, we took the kids and walked from Cleland National Park all the way to Mount Lofty Summit, and it was fantastic. They didn't even hardly complain compared to what they used to do. So, yeah, looking after your health is a really important one. I feel like I've been speaking like I've had 50 coffees, but I'm off the coffee. I don't drink coffee. I just feel alive and I feel full of energy. And I have to say that a big thing that's doing that is taking care of my health first and foremost. That means that some of the goals that I wanted to achieve last month and even at the start of the year are actually not getting done in time. But do you know what's happening? Since I've slowed down, the business is growing again and clients just keep dropping in. So I actually looked at my diary. I'm at a point where I'm like, we are almost at capacity, my friends. So I really need to get this case study program launched and off the ground and some online programs because, Tony and I are both really fully booked, which is exciting. And our businesses are booming. So I want that for all of you. And I know we're not the only ones. So many of you are getting incredible results right now in business, even in these crazy times. And I guess that's the last thing I'll leave you with. Let me just check if there's any more questions. We've got a comment here from Michelle. I'm being kind to me. And today I'm watching this from bed with a cuppa. Oh, I love that. And I've got visions of your beautiful Lux. What is it called? The calming blanket in your beautiful home. Beautiful. Too much work. Good problem to have. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Michelle. Right now, in these crazy times, whilst hundreds of thousands of people are losing their jobs and big corporations are making people redundant and jobs are literally disappearing, it's a good time to go back to that book that I talked to you all about when you come on board the Lifestyle Business Builder, The End of Jobs by Taylor Pearson. Right now, my friends, the world is changing significantly. For some people, it is going to be absolutely terrifying. And for others, it is going to be the most exciting and opportunistic time that you can imagine. And by that, I mean now is the time to create freedom, design the job of your dreams, and build a business around that type of work so you become your own boss and you can create the life that you've always dreamed of. All right, thanks for listening along and for all of your interaction with me today. It's been fantastic. Adair says, haha, know that feeling. Capacity equals quality problem. Boom. I'm glad you're feeling that too, Adair. It's a great problem. And remember, in the Lifestyle Business Builder, it's the start of the month. We've got our level up session. So if you want some help, is it what time? Let me just double check that. 30 minutes of planning with me first thing this morning at 9:30 Adelaide time AM. Jump on 30 minutes of that. Then straight after that, we've got the coaching call from 10 till 12. I hope to see some of you there. Bye-bye.